My best friend Sienna and I were curled up in bed talking when she dropped a bomb on me. I'm pregnant. I almost choked. What? Since when? Who's the guy? You've been holding out on me. For weeks pregnant. And this mystery man? She'd never said a single word about him. She looked at me, totally wrecked. I don't know what to do. Stay for the baby's dad, or take the Seattle job. Seattle. The job she'd killed herself working toward for 5 years. But the way she looked when she talked about him, she was completely gone. I made the call. Seattle. A career won't bail on you like some dude will, girl. She nodded, typed out this long goodbye text, and hit send. Later that night, I grabbed my fiancé Landon's phone. And there it was. That exact same breakup message. Landon was still in the shower when his phone started going off like crazy. Probably just people congratulating him on the engagement, I thought. I glanced at the screen. The pinned chat at the top, Sienna Reed. My best friend since forever. We'd known each other for 26 years. Grew up together, shared everything. 10 minutes ago, we were literally cuddled up in my bed. So, why the hell was she sending him 5 messages? Landon, tomorrow you're getting engaged to Haven. Guess this is it for us. As long as you're happy, I don't care if I cry myself to sleep. After I watch you two tomorrow, I'm gone, off to Seattle. Goodbye, asterisk. I read it 3 times. The typing style, the wavy lines, that stupid heart emoji, definitely her. My hands started shaking. My brain couldn't make sense of it. My boyfriend and my best friend? No. No way. Oh God. The baby. Sienna's baby was Landon's. I felt like I was suffocating. Tears burned behind my eyes. The bathroom door opened. I scrambled to put his phone back. Landon came out smiling. You and Sienna have a good time? I bet you two could talk for days now, huh? I couldn't speak. The words died in my throat. He picked up his hairdryer, grinning. So, future Mrs. Clark, you gonna do my hair tonight? Usually I'd jump at the chance. Now? The thought of him doing this same cozy routine with Sienna made me sick. My throat hurts. Can I just go to bed? He scooped me up and carried me to the bedroom like Prince Charming. Then he checked his phone. His whole body went rigid. A vein bulged in his neck. Babe, I'm gonna run out for gum real quick. I grabbed my shoes and followed him out, staying far enough back that he wouldn't notice. Please be wrong. Please be wrong. But there they were, under the trees outside our building. Landon pulling Sienna into his arms. Everything spun. Bit down on my hand so hard I tasted blood, just to keep from screaming. Landon's hand slid to Sienna's stomach. His voice cracked. Why didn't you tell me? That's my baby. What's the point? We can't be together. Tomorrow you're marrying Haven. Seattle? You're actually going? Yeah. And I'm not keeping it. Sienna was fighting tears, trying to push him away. He wouldn't let go. He cupped her face and brushed away her tears like she was the most fragile thing in the world. And what about me? You think I can just watch you leave? You have Haven. We never should have started this. I love you. Don't do this to me, Sienna. If you go, I have nothing. She broke down completely. They clung to each other like their lives depended on it. Perfect, tragic lovers. And apparently, I was the evil bitch keeping them apart. 1 a.m, Landon finally slipped back into bed. My face was crusty with dried tears. My throat burned. He pulled me close and kissed my shoulder like always. Babe, I'm freaking out. Tomorrow we're actually doing this. Feels surreal. We lay in the same bed that night, miles apart. Morning hit fast. My parents were already up, running around like crazy. Engagements back home were massive. Neighbors, relatives, everyone, and their moms showed up to celebrate. Landon's family was bringing a crowd too, loaded with flowers, fruit baskets, the whole deal. He kept telling me to relax, didn't want me stressed. Meanwhile, he was out there being the golden boy, charming my parents and greeting guests. That's when Sienna's parents cornered me, pulled me into my bedroom. Next thing I knew, her mom dropped to her knees. Aunt Lisa, no, get up. I tried pulling her to her feet. Sienna's parents had always treated me like family. Hell, They basically raised me half the time. Haven, baby, I know this is awful. Her voice cracked. But Sienna's our only child. Watching her break down like this is killing us. Please. Let her have Landon. I stumbled backward, like she'd slapped me. Uncle Greg jumped in. Look, Sienna screwed up. But she can't help who she loves. And now she's pregnant with his kid. We're scared out of our minds she'll hurt herself. You knew? This whole time. My brain short-circuited. Growing up, my parents worked nonstop. My grandparents lived states away. I basically lived at Sienna's, slept there, ate there, everything. They bought me birthday presents. Took me on family trips. Treated me like their second daughter. 26 years of friendship. I thought we'd die best friends. Joke's on me. I was the only idiot who didn't know. Waiting 5 I na pertavto my fianca. Done its vor, career or her? Aunt Lisa squeezed my hands. Be angry at me, honey, not Sienna. You know she adores you. If she finds out you gave up Landon for her, it'll destroy her. Please, sweetheart. Don't tell her. I'm begging you. I stood there frozen. Finally, I pull my hands away. Fine. I won't say anything. She sobbed and thanked me like I'd just saved her life. Outside, Sienna and Landon kept their distance, playing it cool. She was laughing with a group of kids, passing out cupcakes like she didn't have a care in the world. These are from my girl Haven. Make sure you tell her congrats later. Landon's eyes never left her. That look, soft, hungry, completely gone. Suddenly everything made sense. Why he always made me bring Sienna on our anniversary trips. I thought he was just being nice. Theme park. He'd buy 3 tickets. Shopping for makeup? Don't forget to grab something for Sienna. 6 years. They've been doing this behind my back for 6 years. Landon and I had only been together for 7. My mind spiraled back to high school. Sienna beating the hell out of that creep who wouldn't stop harassing me. She scrubbed toilets for a month as punishment. That time Landon and I had our first real fight. Sienna rode a cramped train for 19 hours straight just to show up and drag me out for drinks. But after she drunk me into bed that night, she and Landon stayed up till dawn, talking under the stars, falling for each other. Every moment I thought was friendship had been a lie. A knife in my back I never saw coming. The second Sienna saw me by the door, she rushed over and grabbed my hand. Babe, you look like death. Did you get sick last night? She stepped back, eyeing my dress. But holy shit, this dress is killer on you. Landon must have saved orphans in a past life or something. I glanced down at my red dress, then touched the fabric of hers. Yeah. You helped me pick this out, remember? Said we should match for today. She beamed. I've got good taste, right? You can always count on me. Except now, staring at her soft pink dress, I realized something. It matched Landon's dark jacket way better than mine did. Did she even pick this for me? Or was she picking it for herself the whole time? My brain was too fried to figure it out. Landon walked over with 2 glasses of water and handed one to each of us. You've been standing forever. Drink something. Sienna grinned at him. Look at Mr. Thoughtful over here. No wonder you stole my girl. She's my future fiancé now, so yeah. I noticed right away, Sienna's glass was warm. Mine was ice cold. Of course. Landon being thoughtful. I stared at the glass in my hand. This whole damn circus. And somehow, I was the one who wanted to run. Landon must have picked up on it. You okay? Getting cold feet. I shook my head. Just didn't sleep well. Sienna pulled me toward my bedroom. Come on, let me touch up your makeup. It's your big day. You need to look perfect. She sat me down in front of the mirror and started working on my face with total focus. It hit me then the summer after high school when we tried doing our own makeup for the first time. We looked so bad we were too embarrassed to go home. Ended up killing time at the mall all day, splitting a single hot dog because we only had $3 left. God, we were so young. So stupid. We'd never get that back. I looked up at her. Sienna. Are you hiding anything from me? Her hand holding the makeup brush froze for a second. Yeah, actually. My heart stopped. I found this sick male strip club downtown. Planning to check it out soon. You're gonna be a married woman, so you'll just have to live through me." She burst out laughing. Whatever was left of my heart turned to ice. Even now, even at the very end, she wasn't going to tell me. Outside, fireworks went off. Time for the ceremony. My parents flanked me and Landon. Sienna stood off to the side. Dad got all misty. "Man, time flies. Feels like yesterday, you girls were running around causing trouble. Now Haven's getting engaged and Sienna's killing it at work. Remember when Sienna swore she'd drink any guy who married Haven under the table?" Sienna laughed. "Damn right. Haven's the best person on the planet. You don't deserve her, Landon. Not even close. So, let's make this official. You want to marry her? You gotta outdrink me first." She grabbed a bottle of whiskey, poured it into a glass, and locked eyes with Landon. His whole body tensed. The relatives started egging them on. That's a real best friend right there. "Drink up, Landon. Sienna can drink anyone under the table. You're stealing her best friend. Time to pay." I caught Sienna's parents in the corner. They were trying not to cry, watching their daughter put on this performance. Sienna raised the glass. Bottoms up. Right before it touched her lips, I ripped it out of her hand and chugged it myself. The alcohol burned like hell going down. Everyone went dead silent. Landon's hand was halfway to stopping her. He'd been about to grab the glass. Because she was pregnant. She couldn't drink. The relief on his face was instant. He looked down at me, all soft and worried. "Why'd you do that?" Then to Sienna. "No more drinking today, okay? You'll feel like crap later." She squeezed my arm. "Babe, I can handle it. Don't baby me." I couldn't do this anymore. I mumbled something about needing the bathroom and got the hell out of there. I locked myself in the bathroom and shoved my fingers down my throat until I threw up everything. Screw this. I was ending it. Right now. But when I walked out, my parents were on the couch looking shell-shocked. My stomach dropped. What happened? Where'd everyone go? Mom's voice shook. Sienna she collapsed. Her parents took her to the ER. And Landon disappeared. He's not picking up his phone. The ceremony's supposed to start any minute dash. Dad looked confused. She barely drank anything. Why would she just pass out? The baby. Oh God, something's wrong with the baby. I didn't wait to explain. Just grabbed my bag and ran. When I got to the hospital, I found them outside the OB/GYN on the second floor. Sienna was curled up in Landon's lap, sobbing. "I already booked the appointment. I'll get it over with and leave. Just go back to Haven." Uncle Greg exploded. "Are you out of your mind? You can't do this." Aunt Lisa was on the floor, holding Sienna's face in her hands. "Sweetheart, you nearly miscarried last time. This could kill you. Please, baby, I'm begging you, dash." Landon looked destroyed. He wrapped his arms around her like he could physically hold her together. "Don't do this. Keep our baby. This is us, Sienna. Our kid. Don't you want to see what he looks like?" "I do. I can't lose you. Come home. Please just come home." Sienna was sobbing so hard she could barely breathe. She kept shaking her head. Last week flashed through my mind. I was at the office late when I got the call. Sienna's in the hospital. I literally ran out of the building. Lost my shoe on the way. When I burst into her room, Landon was already there, spoon, feeding her soup. I was so freaked out about her being okay, I didn't think twice about why he was there. Didn't question why he looked so rattled. Didn't notice the bite mark on his bottom lip. She almost lost the baby that night. And neither of them told me. The realization hit like a punch to the gut. I had to close my eyes to keep from breaking down. Sienna stood up, gripping the medical forms. Her jaw set. "Mom, Dad, one can't betray Haven like this." She looked at Landon. "Go back to her. Tell her I left early to meet a friend. I'm doing this and moving to Seattle." End of story. A nurse stepped into the hallway. "Sienna Reed? We're ready for you now." Sienna turned toward the door. I walked forward. My voice rang out, cold and sharp. "Hold up. We're not doing the procedure." Everyone froze. I stared straight at Landon. I already sent back every penny you gave my family. Sent everyone home. The engagement's off. You're single. Congrats. None of them expected me to show up. The shock on their faces was priceless. Especially Sienna. She looked like she'd been hit by a truck. The medical forms slipped from her hands and scattered across the floor. Then reality kicked in. She shoved Landon away hard, putting as much distance between them as possible. Babe, what are you doing here? I'm fine, seriously. Just go home. She whipped around to Landon, panic rising. Haven came all this way, go with her. It's your engagement day, for God's sake. Landon looked like a deer in headlights.
Guilty. Couldn't even look at me.
They were banking on me not hearing their little conversation. I stepped closer to Sienna.
My voice came out dead. Cold.
I heard everything, Sienna. I know about you and Landon. The whole damn thing. So stop with the act. Stop pretending you don't give a shit. You can have him now. No more sneaking around. Keep the baby. Raise it together. I'll handle my parents and cancel everything. Landon's eyes shot to me. His mouth opened, but nothing came out. Uncle Greg and Aunt Lisa looked shocked, but also relieved, like this was the outcome they'd been praying for. Sienna started shaking her head mechanically. Haven, what are you saying? You can't cancel. I won't let you. Just go back with Landon. Please, I'll be fine in a minute. The nurse huffed impatiently. So, are we doing this or what? Sienna's voice cracked wide open.
Yes.
I need to do this. I can't keep this baby. No. I snapped. We're not doing it. Cancel the appointment. Thanks. The nurse shot us a look like we were all insane and walked back into the office. Sienna still wouldn't meet my eyes. Tears streamed down her face and splattered onto the polished floor. I kept my voice flat. You don't need to get rid of it. It'll wreck your body. Your parents will be heartbroken. Take Landon to Seattle with you. Career, family, have it all. Why the hell not? She finally turned to face me, her voice barely a whisper. Are you kicking me out? I ignored her and locked eyes with Landon instead. All that stuff your family brought over today? I'm sending it back. Your crap's still at my place. Come get it, or I'm having it dumped in the hall. The car's in my name, so I'm keeping it. And if you're really going to be with her, at least don't screw her over like you did me. Landon tried to speak. Eleven, please just let me dash. Don't. I don't want to hear it. Sienna lunged forward and grabbed my hand. When did you find out? Does it even matter?
No.
What matters is you can have him now. I don't want Landon anymore. You two deserve each other. Then, out of nowhere, she dropped to her knees. Illard. The sound echoed down the hallway. Aunt Lisa gasped. Sienna, no.
Get up.
All three of them tried pulling her up. She wouldn't budge, clinging to my dress like a lifeline. Haven, I'm so sorry. I never meant to hurt you. I swear I was leaving. After today, I'd be gone forever. You'd never see me again. This baby's a mistake. I won't keep it. I can't let it ruin us. If you don't believe me, I'll prove it right now. I'll bash my head into that wall. No, Landon yelled. She tried to throw herself at the wall. They grabbed her, wrestling her back as she screamed and fought them. I stood there watching the whole meltdown. Felt absolutely nothing. When I spoke, my voice shook with rage. What the hell is this, Sienna? Some kind of performance. You're the one who screwed me over. But sure, go ahead, blame the baby. That make you feel less like a piece of shit. Stop lying to yourself. You're pathetic. Maybe it was the ice in my voice. Or maybe it was finally seeing me look at her like she was nothing. Either way, Sienna just shut down. 1 second she was screaming about the abortion. The next she'd deflated completely, slumped against the wall like a broken dolly. She stared at me, her voice barely a whisper. You've never looked at me like that. Like I'm nobody. Like you hate me. She was right. We'd never gone to bed angry. Never said shit we couldn't take back. Until now. Part of me wanted to scream at her, you did this. You made this choice. What did you expect? But her parents looked so wrecked. And her hand kept drifting to her stomach, protective and scared. I couldn't do it. I exhaled slowly and gave her the coldest smile I could manage. Goodbye, Sienna.
Then I looked at Landon.
Take care of her. I turned and walked away. The chaos behind me, yelling, crying, whatever, wasn't my circus anymore. Back home, my parents were sitting on the couch looking like someone had died. A few hours ago, the house was packed with people celebrating. Now it was a graveyard. Dad finally spoke, his voice heavy. Haven people are saying Landon and Sienna have been dashed. My jaw clenched. Everything I'd been holding in all day came crashing down on me at once. Mom wrapped her arms around me and pulled me close. I buried my face in her shoulder. That's when I completely fell apart. They've been screwing around behind my back this whole time. I was such an idiot, Mom. Running around like a lovesick puppy while it hurts so fucking much. Mom squeezed me tighter, her hand stroking my hair. Her voice cracked. They're garbage, baby. Absolute trash. They don't deserve a single tear. Let it out. Dad and I are here. When you're ready, we'll leave this place. Start over. If they'd just been honest, I would have walked away. She's my best friend, was my best friend. I loved him. I didn't want to lose either of them. And now they're both gone. Dad jumped up, pacing like he was about to explode. I trusted that bastard. Welcomed him into our home. And this is how he repays us?
Screw that.
I'm going over there. Any man who makes my daughter cry is dead to me. He stormed toward the door. I grabbed his arm.
Dad, don't.
He's not worth it. You'll just give yourself a heart attack. After crying myself dry, I collapsed into bed. Mom sat next to me, holding my hand. Dad was in the kitchen making soup. The smell filled the house. For the first time, I really understood it. Your parents are the only people who'll love you no matter what. Everyone else? Their love's conditional. Expecting more is just begging to get destroyed. Rain hammered the windows. Thunder shook the walls. Landon's calls kept coming, one after another. Finally, I picked up.
What?
Haven, I'm downstairs.
Please.
Just 5 minutes. I pulled back the curtain. Of course. There he was, standing in the pouring rain like some tortured romantic lead. Mom touched my shoulder. You going down? I nodded, grabbed my jacket, took the elevator down. Landon stood at the bottom of the steps, completely drenched. I stayed under the awning, keeping distance between us. He squinted through the rain, yelling to be heard over the storm. Sienna's keeping the baby, she decided. Haven, thank you.
Seriously.
For stepping aside.
And I'm sorry. You deserve so much better than me.
You'll find someone who actually . He looked so genuine, like he actually thought this was good news I'd want to hear. I stared at him, dead-eyed. Is this supposed to be some grand gesture? Standing out here in the rain, so everyone sees how tortured you are? Does playing the tragic hero make you feel less like a cheating asshole? I'm not dragging you because I still care. I'm not doing it because you're not worth the energy. So, if you're done with your little pity party, get lost. Before the neighbors start gossiping and make this even more humiliating for me. Even through the downpour, I could see him crumble.
Good.
The storm raged on outside. But upstairs, curled up with a bowl of Dad's soup, I finally felt like I could breathe again. Mom and Dad dropped the idea of moving north. A total fresh start. I'd always been obsessed with snow and real winters, so I was all in. After we wrapped everything up, we relocated to a smaller beach town up north. My days became stupid simple, long walks on the beach, soaking up sun, ocean breeze in my hair. That was it. Between my parents' retirement savings and the cash I'd been hoarding for a wedding that never happened, I could afford to do absolutely nothing for at least a year or two. Mom kept telling me, find a job when you're ready. We're not in a rush. Being surrounded by strangers was honestly perfect. Surface, level friendly, no messy history. Exactly what I needed. Then one day, I bumped into Liam William at a coffee shop. College friend. Hadn't seen him in years. And he was clearly recovering from a train wreck of a blind date. I tried ducking behind my coffee. Too late. Haven. Seriously? You watched that whole disaster, and now you're gonna pretend you didn't see me? I laughed. Awkward as hell. Okay, fine. Crazy running into you here. This place makes killer coffee, by the way. He smirked. Can I join you? I nodded. Old classmates always have something to talk about, and we were no exception. Hold up, you're doing blind dates now. I couldn't help myself. You were like Mr. Popular back in school. I figured women would be throwing themselves at you. Liam had been a big deal in college. Student body president, debate team MVP, the golden boy everyone wanted to be or be with. Smart, driven, but never a dick about it. Everyone loved him. From the look of his tailored suit and expensive watch, he was crushing a career, wise too. But blind dates at 26?
Damn.
He laughed it off. My parents are panicking because I'm still single. They're convinced something's wrong with me. So here I am, meeting random strangers to get them off my back. I burst out laughing. God, it feels like we just graduated yesterday. Now we're getting pushed into marriage like it's some kind of expiration date. It's insane. He took a long sip of his black coffee, his voice dropping.
Yeah.
Everything's different now. But some things, some people, never really change. That line gutted me. My mind went straight to Sienna. To all those wild, stupid, fearless years when I actually believed we'd be friends forever. People change, I said, quieter now. No one stays the same. It's just how life works. Force myself to smile. But you? You're still the same, solid, confident. You'll be fine. Lee's eyes stayed locked on mine, bright, sharp, like he'd never let the world dim his fire. V swap numbers after that. I'd deleted most of my old college contacts ages ago. Felt weirdly good to reconnect. Looks like we live pretty close. We should grab coffee again. Hit the beach or something, Hummus Haven. The way he said my name made something stir in my chest. Something I hadn't felt in a long time. Grabbed my bag and smiled.
Yeah.
I'd like that. After Landon and Sienna got married, work swallowed him whole. Sienna stayed home with the pregnancy, basically a shut-in. That's when the prenatal anxiety hit.
Hard.
A sad commercial would send her into hysterics. She was paranoid, fragile, falling apart. Andon tried everything to fix it. Nothing helped. He looked like a ghost walking around. One night, he woke up to her sobbing. She was hunched over this huge photo album, tears pouring down her face. He reached for it. Big mistake. Don't touch it. These are my pictures with Haven. You don't get to take them. Okay. I won't. Babe, please, you need to sleep. This isn't good for the baby. She wouldn't stop. Just kept stroking the photos, two girls frozen in time, smiling like nothing could ever go wrong. I need Haven. When I couldn't sleep, she'd sing to me. She was awful tit, but it was the only thing that worked. Her voice shattered. She hates me.
She's gone.
Just vanished. I'll never see her again. Full breakdown. Sobbing uncontrollably. Landon sat there, rubbing his face, looking 10 years older than he did a month ago. This wasn't the life he'd pictured. He thought being with Sienna, having a kid, it'd be everything. Instead, he couldn't stop thinking about me. My laugh. My face. The version of his life where he didn't screw everything up. Would have been different if he'd just been honest.
Typical.
You always want what you can't have. He'd won. And now they were both drowning. Sienna looked at him, voice dead. Do you regret picking me?
No.
Stop thinking like that. I do, she whispered. I wish I'd never traded Haven for you. God, why didn't I see it sooner? Silence. Sienna stared at the ceiling until the sun came up, completely empty inside. Landon smoked through a pack of cigarettes by the window. By morning, he looked ancient. 3 months of doing absolutely nothing, and I finally got a job. Met the owner of this cute local coffee shop. We clicked instantly. She offered to train me, so I became a barista. The place was pretty popular, 3 floors, lots of books, cozy corners for working or zoning out.
Most days were dead.
I'd spend the downtime reading or practicing latte art. Then there was Liam.
Same time.
Every day. Same seat by the window. Always found some excuse to talk to me. Never weird about it, just consistent. Eventually, it was painfully obvious he was into me. I'm too old for this dance. So I just asked,
Liam.
"Are you hitting on me?" He didn't even blink. "Does that bother you?" "Not really. Just, why me?" The women his family tried setting him up with were leagues ahead of me. He had options. What he said next floored me. That blind date? Total setup. I hired one of my employees to play along. The whole thing was just an excuse to bump into you without looking like a creep. So he'd been plotting this the whole time. I exhaled slowly. I'm not ready for something new yet.
He smirked.
You done with guys completely? No. Then I'll take my chances. His smile softened. No pressure, Haven. We'll take it slow. Slow. God, that sounded perfect. For months in, and we hit our first real winter up north as a family. The house was decked out for Christmas. Twinkling lights, the smell of Mom's cooking, Dad cracking terrible jokes. They were thriving. And, honestly,
so was I.
After we stuffed ourselves with dinner, I spotted a package I'd been avoiding in the corner. I already knew what it was. A red scarf. Hand-knit. From Sienna. Every Christmas, like clockwork, she'd make me one. There was a letter underneath. Her handwriting was a mess, shaky, blotted with what were obviously tears. It went on forever. Thousands of words. 26 years of friendship spilled out on paper. Every memory. Every stupid moment we'd shared. Longer than that breakup novel she wrote to Landon.
She said she was sorry.
That she got what she deserved. That she had no right to face me ever again. That her only hope was that I'd be happy forever. By the end, my throat was tight. My eyes stung. I folded it up and threw it in the trash on my way downstairs. The scarf? I handed it to a little girl playing outside. Her face lit up. Some people crash into your life and change everything. Then they're gone. We had something real once. That's all I need to remember. The beach was freezing, wind whipping off the ocean. Liam slipped his coat around my shoulders without a word. Snowflakes swirled down around us. In the distance, fireworks burst across the sky in brilliant colors. Fireworks over the ocean in the snow. My Christmas wish right there. I turned to him, grinning through the cold.
Okay.
You can have your Christmas wish now. He smirked. I was hoping you'd say that. His hand closed around mine, warm, solid, real. If I had to do it all over again, I'd still choose to love. Still choose to risk it. Because that's who I am.